Hello everyone, and welcome to Fleet Plays Rule the Waves 3. And yep, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is the French flag in the corner. And I am very, very pleased to say that yes, by popular vote, as was voted for by the audience, by the panel, by all of you nice guys, you lovely, lovely people. Oh my god, who has done that? Who is Timu? Timu has subscribed. 11 months, coming up on a year now. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. Yeah. Almost, but yeah, France, here we are. That's France. And in 1890, we are sitting very pretty indeed. Still the second-ranked naval power on the planet, but we have a lot of work to do. So, we have a bunch of very large colonial corvettes and a bunch of other ships for work at home. My plan is to relieve... Well, first things first, I do want to build a lot more of these Bubakari class corvettes because I want to relieve a lot of our cruisers of having to do overseas station work if I can avoid it. Same thing with our armored cruisers. Now, our armored cruisers aren't great. Not terrible, but they're not great either. Let's have a look at what the designer's given us starting out. Okay, so... yeah, you're not worth jack. Please go away. You're okay. I'll keep building you. You're okay. I'll keep building you. You guys are fine, but you're very much European-centric ships. I can do better than that, and we will. But the basic design itself is sound. If I expand the hull a bit, give it a normal belt. Give it a better strake on the upper belt, just to make sure it can catch shrapnel. Make the tertiaries 4-inch, but give them 16. What that does is that gives us a fairly capable capital ship. It's not great, but well, it's the early period. I'd like much better guns, but it is very much capable of doing Hail of Fire doctrine, which is what I need it to be able to do. And that gives us 12 guns, which is good. Fantastic. 12 guns. 12 guns. You'll love to see it. Can we get 14? Yes, we probably can get 14, indeed. Which, indeed, we can. Which is just a ludicrous level of Hail of Fire. That is insane. But yeah, we'll call that the Verite class battleship. Torpedoes are quite useful for a battleship in this period. That is fine. Invade Norway. That's not how Rule the Waves works. I don't get a choice on when or if that happens. But we need to also look into our ships. So, Amalshane class. Not bad vessels. Not bad at all. But could do with a different design. Now, we can only have guns on the wings if they are in 7-inch or less, so that's what we'll do. We'll have a uniform deck, because it is apparently a protected cruiser, so yes, having a uniform deck does kind of matter there. And I'm going to see if we can't get an extended belt coverage, which is fine. Yes, we can. That's good. So uniform belt, uniform deck. And I want 21 knots out of these ships, which for 1890 is quite fast, but it's useful given what they're going to try and end up doing with them. A little bit. Yeah, we don't need... I think we can go with a 1-inch uniform deck. It is the 1890s. Can I squeeze 22? Oh, maybe. Maybe I can squeeze 22 knots out of it. Maybe. I mean, if I can squeeze 22 knots out of it, that'd be very nice. It's a bit of a risk, but a fast 22-knot cruiser with a 6-7-inch gun broadside in the 1890s is not a bad thing at all. Even if the engines don't perform as I expect, that still gives me 21 knots, which is fine. Spain, you don't want the smoke. You absolutely do not want the smoke. Don't act like you want the smoke, because you don't. You seriously don't. So let's see, we'll lay down 2 of these armored cruisers. I'm saving the rest of the budget for new battleships. Yep. So lay down 2 of these new battleships. Yeah, take it steady. Ah, sod it. We are the second-rank naval. The only person we can't fight is the Royal Navy. So, yeah. Wow, Germany feeling bold, are we? Building actual pre-dreadnoughts. What? No! Cashier the cad! No one sleeps with an actress on my watch. If you go to sleep with an actress, just do it sedately. Okay, that's good. That frees up a space in the armored cruiser build queue for another one of our modern armored cruisers we're planning to build. And there's another one. So, yep. Fantastic. There we go. And then once these Ks are in service, we can call back some of the decent armored cruisers we've got overseas. Stuff like the Aljaz, the Forbins, but most importantly, we've been given the Sifaxes, which are very, very nice indeed. And in fact, a version of these ships with 6-inch guns is probably a very good idea. Call it the Pascal class. Boom. More construction. Yes, we should sell to people. Absolutely. So the next pair of Verite class will be slightly bigger. And they will carry sloped deck, which makes them even more effective at resisting firepower from their own guns. But just the same ship, more or less. Fantastic. And we can lay down one of the Pascal class cruisers. Those ships are working up, which is good. No, we're going to handle it discreetly and quietly. We can afford to be that level of discreet. Please, stop. Stop doing things in the Balkans, people. This is not... You don't want to do this. Like, I'm in the middle of basically dramatically re-equipping my navy. Okay, so... Of course, the Socialist Party protests. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, you have to denounce the aggressive policies of Germany. I mean, that's just... Are we really France if we don't do that? Like, let's be real here. Are we really France if we don't denounce the aggressive policies of Germany? Okay, so the Brennus class of fairly old ships. So I am going to put them in the reserve fleet. The Jean Berets are even old. I'm going to mothball them. That grants us a lot more funding. I'm going to put all of our reserve... All of our 19 not armored cruisers in the reserve fleet. They're very old. Most of our light cruisers are fairly modern, so they can all stick around, but anything that does 20 knots can... Oh, I've no time for these 3,000-ton second-class cruisers. A gunboat would be a better job than that. Yeah, no, we'll get rid of that. And then we'll send out the gunboats to Colonial Station, and we will start bringing... And we'll start bringing the foreign station cruisers home. Like, a ship only shows up on foreign station if things are getting really uppity. We have large gunboats for a reason. Yes, says Timu, yes. And again, same thing with our armoured cruisers. They need to be at home. I am basically pulling an RN. I'm concentrating the battle fleet at home. If I need to send it anywhere else, I can do. But for now, I don't need to, so we won't. Building a lot of these new... Austria-Hungary, stop being uppity. Oh. Okay, we don't have enough ships on foreign station. Can we send... Are you gentlemen minesweepers? If you are... Oh, yeah, just... Yeah, what we'll do is we'll send them to foreign station and I'll build... And I will build a new class of small minesweeper for the home fleet, because I am concerned with the rise of mines. You can just auto-design. You don't really need to do the designs yourself. Oh, that's perfect size. Beautiful. About 600 tons, pair of 3-inch guns, no secondaries, carrying minesweeping gear. Oh yeah, doesn't need any armor. It's solely designed as a minesweeper with reliable engines. It's just supposed to be a... No. Rule number 1. Do not pick fights with Great Britain. Middle Congo. Oh, okay. We will just... Okay, yeah, well, okay. We will send the old armoured cruisers out to be foreign station ships, because it's pretty much all they're good for. They are pretty crap, to be fair. But, yeah, so we'll do that, because that will then bring them there. That's, yeah, the Socialist Party can protest all it likes. Yeah, there we go, and that's done that. And we're going to lay down 5 of these new minesweepers, which is good, because minesweeping is very important. Especially as... Yeah, I will agree wholeheartedly. It's Austria-Hungary. I can beat them in an afternoon with a following wind. We will use it to embarrass Russia. Any tension with Russia is good tension, because it's not tension I have to worry about. Okay, those are... Okay, so our duplex-class armoured cruisers can actually do 22 knots. That is very nice indeed. Let's have more battleships, if you don't mind, and we will build another duplex as well. I'm trying to phase out all of my 20-knot armoured cruisers, basically. So we want a very decent build out of these ships. In fact, given how much money we have, we don't want it being taken off us and given to the army. So yeah, we should probably build another pair, because we need... I'm actually using France's shipyards to capacity. For the first time in as long as I can remember. We will reduce tensions and bring the budget down. I don't want to have the nation keel over on me. And look, it keeps the British off my back. Want peace, arm for war. Yeah. Actually, you know what, son? If we can get Great Britain on side, nice. Yeah. So we reduced our navy. Britain's like, okay, fine, you could work with us, and then suddenly, bada bing, bada boom, all is well. Hey, the Verite class can do 19 knots. Very nice. Let's see what it gives me in terms of... What does the auto designer give me? Ooh, not quite keen on that. Good lord, that's way too small. I like that. Okay, that is a nice, big, roomy capital ship. And I like that very much. little bit high on the deck armor. It is the early period after all. We don't need that much. But... and it needs more secondaries. Probably over 7-inch secondaries, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, do we need that much deck armor? Probably not. There we go, perfect. The Diderot class. That is a ludicrous level of bang we're throwing onto that ship. But you know what? I don't care. It's funny. More corvettes. I will trade some prestige for a higher budget. I'm not just building the world's second largest navy here for nothing, after all. Besides, I've got to stay ahead of the Germans. Always ahead of the Germans. Never behind them. Yeah, Italy, you can do one. Lay down 2 new capital ships. He won, you say? The army colonel was a favourite? Of course, we want to beat the army colonels, don't we? And yes, I will build another of the capable and proven duplex class armored cruisers because we need it. So now what I can do is I can actually scrap the one-off Duperthoirs we don't need. And I can also look to scrapping the 20-knot Suchet class cruisers. Sure. If they wanna, if the Japanese want to buy them, they can have them. How are we doing? So the Brennus class, yeah, we need all the fruits of the new capital ship construction program in service before I can start scrapping things. Although I would like to start as quickly as I can. Okay, he wants me to... why did you have to go and stress the engines of one of our battleships? I mean, she's in reserve, so I don't really care. But... still. We'll rush the ships that are working up round. And we'll send most of our new cruisers around. And we'll get a good bunch of our Algier-class cruisers round. That should be more than sufficient force to deter the Italians. They've got, what, 9? Yeah, they've got 9 battleships. That is the problem, though, keeping enough forces, enough strength to actually deter the Italians and the Germans. Should be doable, though. Oh. I sold you a ship, Japan. You couldn't learn to bloody drive it, could you? Okay, that's good. Bunch of new lights. People, would you stop? Would you please stop? You can criticize high expenditure all you like. The fact remains that the Germans are right there. Let's see. Who is utterly terrible at their job? Oh, nobody. We have a bunch of... fair enough. We had no one who is proven themselves to be utterly incompetent. No, we don't trust the Italians. We never trust the Italians, especially not since I need to build another new tranche of light cruisers because we desperately need them. Oh, and of course, yeah, we want our minesweepers pointing at whoever we are at risk of being at war with. In this case, it's the... Why is that my fault? Oh, they just slashed my budget in a huge way. Okay, so what's important? We actually have a good stable of light cruisers. We don't need them. Let's focus on finishing what is near to being finished. Because that will free up budget. Ah, the Republics are slower than they need to be. That's very annoying. But hey-ho, it is what it is. I will blame the Spanish. Because they are a convenient scapegoat and I can bully them aggressively. Okay, never mind. Now it's the Germans who want to have a go. That's fine with me, Germany. You want to have a crack. I will absolutely have a crack at you, even though you seem to have forgotten that at this point at sea, you are not even a peer. You are not close to being a peer. So stop pretending. It's annoying that our budget got slashed. But we'll get it back. Let's have a look. Doctrine, that's fine. Don't need training. Training is fine. Run a naval academy. Oh, that costs literally nothing to do. Then it gets me more officers. That's fine. Spain, stop being a fuckknuckle. Okay, there we go. New battleships in service. Very nice indeed. And that frees up enough budget for me to get those cruisers restarted, which is good. And it also means that I can now scrap the old Jean Viret class battleship. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can scrap everything that is an ironclad. Fantastic. That is beautiful. It might have brought my battleship numbers way down, but every single ship in the fleet is now modern, which is very nice. Okay, we need to plan for the next battleship that we're going to build, which to me basically screams more 7-inch guns. Basically. And having the tertiary guns be 5-inch weapons. More armor for the secondary guns, and a slightly thicker shield base for the turrets. This is kind of a semi-dreadnought, but not quite. What it is an exceptionally capable battleship. That's what it is. We need high priority on guns and machinery and armor, and fire control, ship design and turrets, and damage control. Torpedo tech is fine and medium. Explosive shells I'm not too bothered about. AV I'm not too bothered about. Hull construction I'm not too fussed about. That will do. Fantastic. That's good. Not right now. We will lay that down in a minute. Italy, you don't want this. Yeah, we will... Yeah, avoid the war right now, but we will have a war with Italy at some point. And actually, let's get our first destroyers up and running. We need to have at least medium range to be useful in wartime. I don't really want them to have 2-inch guns. Might ask them carry one single 2-inch gun, put it aft, and carry only a single torpedo mount. That'll do. Yeah, because that's... I don't want to be cramped accommodation. That will do. 1 ton overweight, that is fine. Yes, that will give us some more money, which is fine with me. Yes, and we will build... okay, if we could build 9, we will build... I'll just lay down in bulk 20 destroyers. That is fine. So got new armored cruisers. I am going to say... I'm going to keep my powder dry. Actually, no, we are going to tell the Germans to fuck off because we are the French. And telling the Germans to fuck off is kind of what we do. So we've got the duplexes in service now. That's fine. Let's go for a new armored cruiser. God, that's awful. That's not much better. No. That's a bit weird. No, I don't think so. No. I'm basically just picking one of the ships to look like before I change the stats, because I'm terrible at actually drawing these things. I used to be okay, but then the... Oh, hello. I mean, this ship will be bloody huge when it's built, but that's a monster. That's an absolutely monstrous ship. Like, that is absolutely monstrous. But I am absolutely all here for it, and I absolutely want it. Yeah. Oh, well, that's something we'll have to fix. But that is fine. There. That's an 8-gun broadside for an armored cruiser. That thing is gonna. Yeah, we will safeguard it. We will continue our agreements with Britain. Oh. Oh, we still have our agreement with Britain. The Germans are getting uppity. Italy. That is fine. If we have to go to war, the Italians are easily the safe choice. They'll go on trade protection. It's what they're good for. So let's have a look. We have 17 light cruisers. The Italians have 16. The Italians have a lot more armored cruisers than we do. But all of ours are mostly modern and fairly effective. And yeah, they can't catch our armored cruisers. We can just choose to engage or not engage when we feel like it. That is funny. Okay, action with light forces. Oh, it's 2 of our modern Pascal-class light cruisers. Very nice. The ones with all the 6-inch guns. It's a night action, so I'm not too keen on it. But we'll see how we go. Oh, there they are. Yeah, give me 2 knots off maximum. It's a Campania-class light cruiser and something else. Yeah, that is really not where you want to be. Oh, that is not. That is not what. Oh my god, those are 2. Those are 2 diminutives. Oh my god, why have they sent them against these? That's so little capability for a ship that big. Good god. They're both dead. They're both dead. Oh my lord, that's not even... Oh, this feels like kicking puppies. Oh my god. This seriously feels like kicking puppies. Oh my god. Jiminy Christmas. Just let them die already, boys. Let them die already. Okay, I think she's stopped and sinking. I think she is stopped and will be sinking. Oh, that is not a good way for the Italians to start the war. I'm just going to put that out there. That is really... Oh, that is really not a good way for the Italians to start that particular conflict. No, it is not. And we've got 2 battleships that'll be finished fairly soon. What in the... Italy, what are you trying to cook? These ships are bad? Really? Really bad? What are you trying to do? Please stop. Like, what the... What? These ships are terrible! So bad! I might have less battleships, but good lord. They're all infinitely better, and that's without even some of the larger ones coming in, which are due to be in service. And we've got destroyers on the way as well. Jesus. I'm confident taking any cruiser engagement it gives me. My ships are better armed, better protected. Where are we going? Within the target area. But I don't... Oh, I have to just think to target 2 ships. Okay. I will admit I do miss radar. But... overall, we're not doing too badly. Right. Suppose we conduct a sweep through there. Oh, Duplex is actually leading the force. Nice. She's one of the, yeah, she's much more heavily protected than some of the other cruisers, and she's a lot more heavily armed as well. As far as I can tell, we've not seen anything. And we've got our light cruisers fanned out on the wings ahead of us, so if there was anything, we would see it. There we go. Oh, finally! Oh, that is them. That is the Italian force. Are they turning to engage? They are. Fantastic. Right, let's absolutely clean their chronometers. Okay, the Italians have only kept up in cruisers by building diminutives. They don't have... And this is a chance to actually degrade the Italian fleet's performance. Which we should be able to do fairly effectively. Now... even some of our older ships still have this. We have the hard-hitting 8 and 7-inch guns, and we do have a decent amount of ships. But the problem is, well, the Liguaras aren't really a threat. The Palestros with their large battery of 6-inch are absolutely a threat. They're very good Hail of Fire Doctrine cruisers. Very good indeed. But only when they're broadsiding. If they choose to try and run away, then they aren't going to have much luck. Yeah, we're doing fairly well indeed. Gunnery is actually... yeah, our gunnery is very, very good indeed. Really are doing quite well on the gunnery side. Oh, yeah. Like, our casemate gun crews and the crews of our 7 and 8-inch guns, since everything's under local control, they are making a very, very, very good show of gunnery. I'm very happy with that. The Palestro is the biggest threat out of any of the Italian cruisers present. So if she can be sank, that is a very good thing indeed. Yeah, this is really not the day that the Italians were looking for. This is really not their day. Thank you, just die. Okay, yeah, she's dead. Didn't even have to torpedo her. Oh, that's one Italian armoured cruiser that's rolled over and sank. Time for the other one. Yeah, this is what happens when you actually, this is what happens when you let a player who likes to play minor nations and has to squeeze every ounce of capability out of his ships into the seats and budgets of a major. Yeah, this is, especially in this period, which is like 1890, is my best period. Yeah, this really was not the that was, that's another victory to the, Marine Nationale. And that brings their armoured cruiser force down to 23, which is, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, have fun, have at it. Yeah, oh my god. They only have 2 proper first-class protected crew. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's actually abysmal. That's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, we need to get the keels laid for the Messenas. Lay down 1 Messena now. Battleship engagement. Are the Italians actually going to show up? Okay, that's only 2 of my ships, but it is 2 of the most powerful. 2 of the Republique-class battleships. So that's not completely made me upset. We shall have to see what the Italians bring to bear. 3 battleships. 4 battleships! How is this fair? Okay, Riumberto, she's a bit of a wild card. Akeo Dulio with those big 15s. If they hit, they'll hurt, but they're not really too bad. The one off Sicily, which is just very, very weird and very lightly protected. The Sardinia, which is also a small ship, very much of the Hail of Fire era, but not really got the Hail of Fire to back it up. It's a very weird collection of capital ships. But I think I'll take the fight. I have the speed advantage. I can withdraw if I need to. And I definitely have the Hail of Fire advantage. I have 14 6-inch guns and 16 4-inch guns per battleship. I absolutely have the Hail of Fire advantage. Pull behind them. There we go. Oh yeah, that's still a hit with a lot of shells. That's exactly what I wanted. Basically just pair off one of those ships from the Italian line. Alternatively, if I can break away, I will. Because I'm not willing to take it into a night action. Like, why they couldn't pick the 2 90-knot battleships I've got rather than the 2... Yeah, I'm not risking a night action. It's not happening. Yeah, night actions are... maybe. Caldrulio's been hit in a bad way. If I can close with her in the confusion, I might be able to sink her. She does have torpedo tubes, however. So we need to be careful. But so do we, to be fair, but still. See, this is why Hail of Fire matters in this period. Because the ability to basically just pummel a battleship until its superstructure is ablaze and the rest of it's on fire is very much something that matters. Like, if I can nail Caio Giulio, then yeah, we've absolutely got ourselves a win here. That's one of the Italian fleet's battle line destroyed. And it does look like we're going to be able to. I think her rudder's jammed. She is ablaze. I wasn't going to risk a night action, but the night is relatively clear. You can see it out to about 3,500 yards, so... And I think we got her. Yeah, I think we have got her. And I think we might also have one of the Palestro-class cruisers as well, if I can get my battleships into position. Come on. Somebody land a hit on our engine room. Yeah, I don't think she can't. If she could outrun us, she would have done by now. She can't. Yeah. Unless the engineer gave it some beans, but... No, she's slowing. Oh, bloody hell, they tried to lure us into an ambush, those cheeky fuckers. That's fine. We got what we wanted. We managed to nail the cruiser, that's fine. Wow, Dissac's just going right in there, just absolutely gunning for those Italian ships. Like, Jesus, good old Dissac's. Just cover Dissac's while she gets her rudder unjammed. There we go. Rudder unjammed. Go back to cruising speed. We're heading to Algiers. We'll head to Algiers. Sunk a battleship and an armoured cruiser, and that is all right with me. Yep, absolutely enter the port of Algiers. I've achieved my mission. I was outnumbered in terms of capital ships, but I went in with a unified task force, and we flipping stomped on them. Boom. Battle of Algiers. I mean, that's brought them down to 10 battleships. They have 4 building. I have 8, and I'm building 3. But I'll have my reinforcements before they have theirs. That's fine. So we're nearly done with Diderot, and then Mirabeau is going to come out. And then we can, once Diderot's done, we can lay down the second of the Messena-class battleships and get them into service. Oh, a fleet engagement. We are actually go for a fleet engagement. All right. Sure. It's fine with me. That's fine. That is absolutely fine, especially if some of their battleships are damaged. Right. Okay, then. Let's get into it. No, don't give me... Oh, no, okay, that is probably their battle line, I think. No. No, it's not. That's it, boys. Pursue their battle line. Pursue their cruisers. There's not as many of them here as I thought there were. I trust you, boys. They're definitely trying to lure them onto their battle line. Absolutely they are. That's what they're trying to do. Where are the Italian battleships anyway? Yeah, where are the Italian battleships? That is an excellent point. I don't... Aha! That'll be them, I bet. It's gotta be. That's gotta be them. No, that's them. It's an even fight, which at this point means it's not an even fight. Because, as we know, my battleships are better than theirs. So, this ain't an even fight. This is gonna be a slaughter. Okay, they've opened a gap in their line, so we can punch right through it. So let's do that. It is somewhat Nelsonian, but it should work. Our ships are heavily armoured, they're tough. Come on, boys. Rattle those Italian swines. Come on, that's it. Give them hell. Beautiful. My good lads. Absolutely first class. The Italians are absolutely running. There's no question about it. They're running. And if they run, that means Command of the Seas falls to me and I win. Italy, how can you have an Ethiopia clash? You don't even own Ethiopia yet. I feel like he's putting the cart before the horse here. It's like, come on. Come on now. Give up. There you go, that's it. Oh, they chose not to enter port. Or did they? Yeah, they actually did just flee into port. That's really frustrating, and yeah, that Palestro class cruiser is just gonna eat it. Please die. Yeah, both those cruisers need to die because I am not going to let the Italians chalk this up as a win. It ain't happening. No way, Jose. That is really frustrating. The Italians just ran. They just ran into harbour. So annoying. Can't believe that. That's really, 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 really annoying. Still, we did manage to sink an armoured cruiser. And the Italian battle line fled in disgrace, so you know, that is something. There we go. Lay down the next battleship. Make sure we are continuing the cycle to build them. And we'll start on the new dockyards because we need them. And we'll get our new destroyers soon, which I think will get them ahead of the Italians, which is good. Ah, good. A cruiser action. Oh, good. It's our good cruisers. Very nice. And our minesweepers are sweeping enemy minefields. This is good. This is good. This is why we have them. Oh, you cannot be... Really? No, I'm not playing that game. No. I'm not playing that game. No, and I know you can't catch me. So, yeah, we are not going to play that game. I'm not going to fight my protected cruisers against armored cruisers. It's just... No, I'm not doing it. That ends only one way, and it ends with me dying. So, no. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Out of their fuse. $14 destroyers. Let's build another 14 more. Oh, and we have them blockaded. I suppose 10,000 tons of destroyers arriving would kind of do that. No one else is building destroyers. I find this very weird. Suppose I am France. It wouldn't be surprising. I'm still working up our cruisers. That's fine. Oh, the destroyers are working up as well. That's fine. Ah, another cruiser action. Very nice. Finally, our armoured cruisers get into the fight. Right, where are you sods anyway? I mean, the last time we did this, we won, so... I suppose it's just rinse, repeat until we find them? And hope that we find them? We may not find them. If I was the Italians, I wouldn't be out and about. Very annoying. It's very annoying indeed. Yeah. Where were they? Oh, you're kidding. We were right on the verge of action. Never mind. Okay, that's good. No. Only the Navy can, in fact, win this war. That is entirely correct. So, our new destroyers are working up. This is good. 3 new cruisers coming down the line. This is good. A new battleship, half a year away from being commissioned. This is good. Yeah, this is not... This is not ideal. And if you're going to have 14 battleships and your total tonnage isn't as much as my 12, I do have to ask what the hell you're doing, Italy. A convoy attack. Excellent. Oh, it's the 2 19-knot battleships, the Veritas. Okay. That's fine. This is going to destroy the convoy, and... I mean, yeah, this is going to absolutely obliterate the convoy and any ships escorting it, so... Yeah. Well, if I can find it... Now, it should be going for Syracuse. I'm fairly certain. That'll be my guesstimate. Maybe right, I may be wrong, I don't know, though. I hate not knowing. Hate not knowing. Drives me mad. Fair enough. Oh, I completely missed the convoy. Ah, well. There you go. So you can have a little victory. Just a tiny one. There we go. New capital ships for the Med. Right, and then we're 5 ones away from getting them, and then we'll have more of them. That's good. That's fine. No problems at all. Mm-hmm. It's still fine. Oh, another fleet battle. Do you really want to do this? Apparently, yes. Yes, they do. Nice minefields you laid. Too bad my minesweeper swept them. Tee. In 10 minutes. Okay, so it's not going to be a night action. Thank God. Oh, our poor little... armoured cruisers ran right into the enemy battle line. Luckily, the cavalry's coming. Oh my God, they're running. They're actually running. Which I can't say I'm particularly surprised at. You leave Dupé de l'Homme alone. Your quarrel is with me. Rah! Yeah, poor Dupé de l'Homme. She's literally being war spited. Destroy the child. Yeah, this is exactly where the Italian fleet doesn't want to be. In a close-range slugging match with the French Navy. Because this ends only one way. With numerous Italian ships stopped and veering out of line. And being obliterated. Especially as our heavier secondary batteries and thicker armor allow us to stay in the fight for much, much longer. And they do. Oh, Jesus. Did a rot, you poor sod. He's alright. There is a real chance here for a decisive knockout blow against the Italian Navy, and I will not waste it. Look at that. That's a shot. That's just death. That's just death to those Italian... Oh, that's just death. That's just death. Somebody filed that under... Like, someone put that image under... Whoa! We blew up one of their ships with a flash fire. I knew those bloody Riombertos didn't have good enough armament for their armor for their secondaries. I knew they didn't. We'll go and get that Sicilia class battleship just because, well, if we can kill her, then that's another kill to the kill marker. I mean, our battleships are still working over the... A little bit of a confused melee develops, but we are winning it. Ah, poor Dupé Delon. But luckily, in your sacrifice, you did very well. Yeah, I think that ship is dead. I am, given how close we are to France, Diderot, I'm going to order you to detach and head for the closest friendly base, because I need you to slow the fuck down as you are on fire. That is just not where you want to be. If I can get that other Caio Duilio class battleship, which I'm going to now try and do, that'll make it 4 battleships. If I can pull that off. I will probably be able to. Given that my ships are generally better. Those big 15-inch guns are all black powder weapons. They fire with the speed and agility of a wet brick that is being wielded by an even larger and wetter brick. Okay, that's another one sinking at least, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, if this doesn't cause the Italian government to topple over and sue for peace, I will be very surprised. Like, this is a very Tsushima-alike moment. That's what this is. This is just, This is a navy-shattering moment. This is a, I am going to enforce a blockade of Italy, there is nothing you can do moment. That's what this is. I mean, this is numerous of Italy's armoured cruisers. A significant portion of their battleships, even if the ones I've killed are the older ones, it still doesn't matter. Those ships were their ability to carry on the war and prevent my blockade from being basically permanent. And unfortunately, they've just lost them. So that's 6 battleships out of Italy's currently operable 10 that I have killed. That is just a bad time to be. That means when they finish commissioning their 4 new battleships, they will not be back up to the strength they were before they went into this battle. And they are well away from being ready to commission. Hi, Kaya Dulio. How you doing? Drive by. Just do a drive-by with the entire French battle line, finish her off. Well, okay, yeah, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Well, you're dead, whatever you... Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you are so deadly dead. Oh, you poor cruiser. You're dead. You're dead. You're so dead. You don't even know it. Well, maybe you do. That's 3 battleships firing on you. There's nothing you can... Yeah, you're dead. You're so dead. That is just a bad spot to be in. You don't want to be there. Oh, that's just... Oh, that is just... Get Halo fired to death. Jiminy Christmas. That is just... Yeah, that is just... You die now. Oh, my God. That is just nasty. You don't want to be there. Oh, good night, Vienna. Oh. Dearie me. That's just nasty. That's... Ooh, that is just... Good Lord, that's just nasty. Oh, and that's the finishing touch. Good Lord. That is just, yeah, return to port. We're going to leave. Like, that ship is done. Like, victory. Victory accomplished. Well done to our boys. I mean, just... Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's 6... Yeah, that's a war-ending battle. That is a war-ending battle. That is... It doesn't matter that the army failed. We just slaughtered the Italian navy. Like, they're down to 5 battleships now. The armoured cruisers are being rapidly whittled down. And as soon as all of my ships are repaired, they will be blockaded again. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is fine, but where is this? Where are these French ships? I don't... Sorry. Where are these Italian ships? I can't see them. Where are you, you swine? Come out here and fight like a man. Or don't. I win either way. You'll be blockaded soon. Ah, good. No, we're going to crush them completely. Yes, I'll lay down one. Yeah, we're going to invade. Oh, really? That's annoying. Well, we can at least get Sardinia and Italian East Africa. We can basically strip the Italian colonial empire from Italy. This is something we can very easily do. Oh, another fleet battle. Oh, and you declined. Oh, we'll fight this. We will fight whatever Italian raider. Oh, why is it you? You're supposed to be overseas. Why are you in the Med? You shouldn't even be here. You shouldn't even be here. Like, you're on foreign station duties. You shouldn't even be here. Well, your captain, he's well in disregard of his orders. Can't have that. I wouldn't trust those cruisers to fight even. Yeah, we'll put the Admiral. We have enough duplexes now. We can put the Admiral Charniers on trade protection in the Med. And fully lead into the modern duplex class cruisers. And we've worked up our destroyers, so our destroyers can now also come to the Mediterranean to have a little dance. Yes, they can. This would be... Oh, this is brave of them. I have actual destroyers. You don't? I have screen. You don't. You're dead. You're dead. You're so dead. Like, this is not even funny. Also, you can't outrun me. Oh. Oh, Italy, you've sent your worst to fight my best. This is just... This is a really bad day for you, and it's gonna get way worse. Trust me, it's gonna get way worse. Yeah, you're dead. You are dead. You are so... Whoa! Okay, I've heard of Elan, but that is real... That is real levels of Elan. That is the Elaniest Elan we've ever seen. That is just... That is peak levels of Elan. That is riding the tails of the enemy. That is Volta-Gear levels of Elan. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, Marseille. Talk about riding the tail of the enemy. Jesus. Yes, please. Pick up survivors. We don't leave anybody in the water if we can avoid it. We rammed an enemy ship and we sank it, so that was, well, it was definitely something, and now we're going to run down and sink these light cruisers as well, because they are basically fucked. Ah, poor Marseille. Ah, well, never mind. She died taking an Italian cruiser with her, and it's not like... And to be fair, it's not like we're short on... It's not like we're short on, light cruisers, is it? Come on, turn. Turn. Thank you. I'm glad I gave these ships an awful lot of ammunition for their main guns. It's really helping. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. Hold it! Now I can see what I'm doing. Kill them all! Murderized a lot of them. Aww. Wow. Okay, so they hit Piquet with a 2-inch gun and Piquet went, alright, fine, bet, and fired a torpedo back the other way. That's very funny. Okay, the Ethiopia is dead. Again, pot calling the kettle black, like you don't even own Ethiopia yet. Like, why are you doing this? Please stop. The Dogelli's dying. She's taking a torpedo. That only means one thing in this period. You're basically dead unless you can do a miracle and survive. Man just wants his share. Well, he got his share of the action, didn't he, Timu? He got so much share of it, he bloody got... He got his ship sank from under it in the ramming of the enemy. I mean, it's fine. We've sunk every single Italian cruiser here. This is brutal, but... Yes, he had. Yes, he did. The man got his share of the action. He wanted the prize money. Come on. Please die. Please die. Yeah, that is 6 enemy cruisers sunk. 3 armored, 3 light. Yeah, that is, yeah, this, yeah, that is the, Italian Navy done. Like, yeah, congratulations, you sank 1 of my armored cruisers. Congrats. Well done. Like, that's just game over. I mean, the loss of their battle line was already hurting them, but... Jesus. That's just... That's awful for the Italians. That's just... You don't say! The Italian Navy is getting plastered. It's getting the shit kicked out of it. Condotte. I think she's one of my modern ones, isn't she? Yes, she is. Okay. I can fight whatever this is. And win. Whatever this is, we fight and we win. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter that this is one of their more scary armored cruisers. It's still a fight I easily win. Yeah, you die now. Please. Oh yeah, you're ablaze. You're dead. You are just dying. And there is basically nothing you can do. This is just... yeah. And another Italian armoured cruiser bites the dust. And that brings us nearly back into the green, and that gives us another capital ship. And once our destroyers are done, we will have... well, first we'll have more destroyers, but then we will have... yeah, this is just bad. For the Italians, this is just bad no matter which way you look at it. I've actually pulled even with the Italians in terms of armoured cruisers. That's how many armoured cruisers I've sunk during this war. It's... yeah, that... oh my god, look at that list. Jesus Christ. Oh, Italy, it's not a good day. It's not a good day to be in the Italian Navy. It's really not. The invasion of Sardinia that they basically cannot oppose. Because if they try, they die. Like, please, try and stop the invasion. I have screen. I have... yeah, this is just not... this is just not going to go well. For them. Like, at all. Okay, that's the... okay, we are already ahead of the merchantman. That's fine. Stay with them. Where's our invasion target? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay, some armored cruisers are coming in. Nothing new. Or they're all ships I've seen before. Yeah, they're all just variations on a theme. They're still gonna bloody die, though. Okay. Come on. Where's the enemy battle line? Luckily I've got enough forces around that I can keep an eye on things. But, yeah. Where is the enemy battle line? In a way, I'm kind of glad. Where have the Italians just decided to abandon the defense? Because that's what it looks like to me from where I'm sitting. Okay, where are we going? That objective's on the other side of the fucking planet! No wonder I couldn't see my objectives on the other side of the fucking planet. I can never get my transport ships there. That is not somewhere they are ever going to reach. This game at times, it does like to throw the AI a bone it really shouldn't have. Well, while we're waiting for this stern chase to actually happen, I'm going to break off. There's literally nothing keeping me chasing these guys. Like, if they are content to run, then I am content to let them. We'll form up on the eastern side of the convoy, slow down to about 8 knots, and we'll just hold station on the eastern side of the convoy. And while that's happening, I will be right back. I have to do a few quick checks on certain people at certain times. I will be back. If anything goes wrong, just, I guess, shout through the chat, I suppose. Nothing happened. Typical. This is great. That's just... I'm not going to succeed because I can't. Because the transports won't go to the point. They won't ever get there. It's all foobar. Completely foobar. Finally, some action. Find them! Ramp up to 17 knots. Oh, where are you? I still won. It's fine. Lay down another Messena-class battleship. Joan of Arc. Very nice. Well, whatever it is, we'll sink it. Don't know why the Italian fleet just didn't come out to fight. Now, Joan of Arc is one of our older cruisers, but she does have the slightly harder hitting 8-inch guns. So, English has one less on the broadside than the duplex classes do. She still has their fairly effective battery of 5-inch secondaries, though. So, hopefully... Well, I damaged her, so she'll have to seek internment, which means I win. Yep, and we're patrolling, so... And they are sinking a lot of ships, but they're not sinking nearly enough to actually, impede the normal functioning of the, French state. Hey! Well done, Cosmo! No, we don't need night fighting training. I don't tend to fight night actions if I can avoid it. Get her! What? Oh, they did it. Well, that's annoying. Oh well, and we'll lay down the 4th Messena-class battleship. Because building 4 battleships at once is a not very French thing to do, but I want to do it anyway. Especially with the rising threat of Germany. Some battleships. Oh, we sighted something. Okay, let's go get them. You are away from your friends, and you are about to be very, very dead. Oh, those are new. No wonder our other cruiser died to it, because it is actually a decent threat. Please die. Please die. There we go, a few drive-bys should see that ship. Yep, sinking. Right, who's next? Which one of you buggers wants to die next? Oh, she is really... Okay. Well, that was a quick kill. Who's next? Well, that's still 2 armoured cruiser kills, so... It's not bad innings by anyone's, but I do wish this war would end. How much more am I going to have to bash the Italians over the head before they give in? I mean, if I can sink this new Italian cruiser, I'd be very grateful. And I think I can. Yes, I can. Excellent. Well, that new Italian cruiser's career lasted all of 5 seconds. Please die. Oh, come on. This has got to be the end of them, surely. They're about to lose an extra 4 armoured cruisers that they have nothing in the pipeline to replace. That is just horrifically brutal. That's Jesus. Well, talk about starting out this French campaign with a bang. I mean, Jesus. That's numerous decisive actions. That's double digits of cruisers sunk and high single digits of capital ships sunk. That is just the second battle of the Gulf of Lyon. And it's another French victory. No. We will crush them completely. Either they will sue for peace on our terms, or we'll make them keel over through blockade. These are the two choices. The Italian fleet can either accept the inevitable, or it can be forced into the inevitable. Either way, I get everything I want. Enemy raider. 20 knots. Let's go get him. Come on. Keep hitting the Marco Polo. Bang. Eventually, we'll get an engine hit or something, and then she'll be forced to stop. Or she'll be forced to keel over. Either way, we win. Yeah, we really are scoring decent hits now. Yeah, she's slowing up. Off to one side. Unleash the full power of our battery. There we go. Oh, she keeled over. And that's another Italian armoured cruiser killed. And one interned. Do you get it? Do you get it? You can't win this war. You cannot win this war. This ends only one way. With your death and capitulation. The only question is, how hard do you want to make it? Oh, we're defending a convoy. Well, we'd better go north and make sure that convoy is defended. Because the last thing I want is for an attack to be perpetrated against a convoy that we're escorting. This is where actually using that 2-knot speed advantage really does matter. Because I can pull ahead of those chaps before they get close to the merchants. Which was exactly what we wanted to do, and therefore exactly what we did. We put ourselves between them and the merchants, and that's exactly what we intended to do. Keep the merchant ships safe. That's what we gotta do. Oh, here they come. Just gotta keep the merchants safe. Just gotta keep the merchants safe. That's what we gotta do. Keep the merchants safe. Keep the merchants safe. Okay, just keep the rear of the convoy safe and it'll be alright. There we go. Yeah, the Italians did not make this convoy die. Oh, it's daylight, so I can actually see them. So, oh wait, we can just pursue and destroy now. Yep, I'm gonna kill them. I can see them now, which means they can't get away from me, which means they die. You die now! This was very brave of you. Whatever Italian admiral came up with this zinger of an idea. Well, there goes one of the Italian destroyers, shattered utterly by the power of my ship's guns. And now I'm going to kill more Italian armoured cruisers because, yeah, I'm sorry, you die now. Ain't nobody messes with French merchant shipping. The only reason we let the British do it is because they were the British and we couldn't exactly stop them. But yeah, you know, you don't get to. You die. You die now. Good, we've torpedoed it, it's dying, that's very good indeed. And now for the other one. Kill the other one! Please die. Oh, did your rudder just fail? That's adorable. Bloody hell, boys, well done. She's torpedoed. Yeah, she's dead. She is just dead. Oh, and the light cruiser's trying to run north as well. Oh, that is adorable. You die now. Come here. Just 3 of France's armoured cruisers bearing down on her. The poor captain of that ship. Oh, good lord. I'm surprised the Italian Navy hasn't mutinied and overthrown the government yet. Because, like, Jesus. Like, yeah, that is the most surprising. The Italian Navy hasn't mutinied and overthrown the government. There we go. Lovely. All major Italian surface combatants destroyed. Let the destroyer flee. That's fine. We've achieved our objective. Not only did they fail to scratch the convoy, but we sank more of their ships. The Italian Navy is dying on the vine. Yeah, I'm not surprised the Italian Navy declines all of these battles. Oh, yeah, now you come in swinging, Britain. After I've already done all the hard bloody work for you. Jesus, bloody Brits, you can't rely on them to come in at the last second. Bloody American syndrome, like, Jesus. Yeah, if the Italian Navy leaves port now, I'll be very bloody surprised. Okay, we're going to go and raid some shipping, which we can do very easily. We have some of our good light cruisers here. Oh, hello. You're not. That's one of the British ships. Well, whatever it is. That's a merchantman. We'll have him. Sir, have you heard the good news about our Lord and Saviour, the Anglo-French Entente? Abandoned ship. That's 1 kill for us. Very good. No, we can't rescue her crew because that's inside a minefield. What we can do is we can kill anything that tries to come and kill us. Hello, Italian cruisers. How are you doing? Have you heard the good news about our Lord and Saviour, the French 6-inch gun, and the Anglo-French Entente? If you haven't, you're about to. Hi, how are you? Please die. You can't run forever, Jim. Apparently he can, which is annoying. We'll have to go out hunting for our prizes elsewhere. But hunt for them we will, and find them we probably shall. Let's go and have a nosy and see if we can find any Italian merchant traffic. You know, like that. That is way too big to be... Yeah, that's way too big to be a corvette. That is a merchant ship. That is exactly what I wanted. A merchant ship. They didn't abandon ship. That was brave of them. Stupid as all heck, but brave. Victory! Oh, another medium merchant. Hello, sunshine. There we go. Well, we did it. Let's retire to Malta, because we can do that now. I mean, yeah, that's just... This war has just been Italy bashing. Massive Italy bashing, and I am here for it. Like, I am absolutely here for it. That's just... Yep, that's what we wanted. Oh, okay, I can take things from them. I may as well take one of the Riumbertos. I'm sure I can make something of that ship. I will have all of Italy's colonial empire. Lovely. Oh, so that was her shebang. She was a fast ship. Oh, so that's what she was. Okay. Yeah, that does explain a lot. No wonder these ships were prone to flash fires. I mean, good lord. Will it let me do that? She's an unusual ship, make no mistake. But... I can definitely make something of her. Like, oh yeah, like I can definitely make something of this ship. Absolutely I can. It's a bit of a weird ship, but once rebuilt, she may have a role as a fast unit. Maybe post her to Indochina, where she'd definitely be a match for anything. Yeah, it's an odd design. Absolutely, I agree with you, Timu. It's a very, very odd ship indeed. But once rebuilt, she definitely could have her uses as an overseas guard ship. Probably in French Indochina, actually. Yeah, push for international force against the Japanese. And also, obviously, aggressively poke the Germans, because we don't like the Germans. Nobody likes the Germans. Yeah, odd design, though, ain't she? And no wonder we flash-fired one of them. They did not have much armor on their secondary guns at all. They were 8-inch, so no wonder they flash-fired. But, luckily, as rebuilt, she should... I'm going to call her the Gaul. Sort of a bit of a rub at the Italians for invading Gaul. Okay, so we've commissioned Massena. Her sister will be being commissioned soon, so that's fine. Oh, come on. I mean, yeah, if I can... I mean, if I can get the... I say it's the Italians. You can't trust them. You can't trust the Italian. When we just saw you can't trust them. No, yeah, I'm sorry. You can't halt spending on the Navy in the aftermath of a major war. It's just not viable. Okay, so Gaul is a rebuild. I am going to send her to Southeast Asia. She will be based out of Indochina. That's where she will be. There we go. So the oldest of our ships can go into reserve. Yeah, so the 18 and the 19 knot ships can go into reserve, and the 17 and the 18 knot ships, the Republiques, and the ships that came after them that are really heavy on hail of fire, they can remain for now. The Admiral Charmers can go into mothballs for now. The duplexes can stay active. Most of them can anyway. As for our older cruisers, the Algiers are getting a bit long in the tooth. We have the Pascals that replaced them, but we should probably look into getting some form of replacement done. No, build railroads. We need to increase the... Sorry, nationalize the French railways, since that was happening around this time. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Timo, we got Iceland! Hey! We managed to get Iceland. Okie dokie. Well done to us. Everyone's in Northern Europe. I think we're about to have a fight with the Germans, which is a little bit of a mood, but we shall see what happens. I mean, we do have the British on side. I mean, honestly, yeah, if I can bring tensions down with the Germans just a teeny tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. We avoided the war warning. Good. Halt construction of our battleships to bring us back into the green. There we go. No, we will suppress all socialist propaganda in the Navy. That's what we will do. We'll resume our battleship construction. We finished Edgar Quinquet. I will blame the Italians for the fighting in the Balkans, because, well, we always blame the Italians. They are the French punching bag. That's what they're there for. With funding a little bit limited in the post-war slump, I'm going to look for a new light cruiser, basically channeling the fact that as ship speeds increase, we should probably look to increasing our own ships' protection and speed. There we go. So 23 knots, that's 2 knots faster, and with an extended belt and an extended deck. 2 less guns per broadside, but I think the higher speed is worth it. Because I didn't want to break the bank by building a stupidly large cruiser, but I didn't want something that wasn't capable on the slips, so we will have the charities do relief for the poor. It's not worth us doing it any other way. Okay, so central firing, that is something we can absolutely do. So we will absolutely put that on pretty much all of our capital ships. Do it by classes. Yes, we will have Angola. That will mean that we're at war with Germany. But luckily, we do have the Messenas coming in. We have received the first of our Edgar Quintet-class armoured cruisers, which, I'm sorry to say this about the Germans, but, well, first of all, a lot of their ships are small. They're quick, but a lot of their ships are small. Don't carry large guns. But their armoured cruiser situation is even worse. I mean, most of their armoured cruisers are old and small. They have some that aren't. And their Bluchers are actually arguably the best, but then they went to building these things instead. But, like, I'm sorry, but, I mean, these are all... Okay, the Wiesbadens are okay. The Scharnhorsts are okay. The Prince Heinrichs are okay. But everything else is just terrible. And I'm sorry, but I've built the... I have built the most powerful armor. I mean, I'll look at what the British monster they built. These Cornwall-class cruisers. They're basically like mine, but they have much less firepower. Whereas my ships... Well, my ship, of which a sister's also building... I think, yeah, I have the largest armored cruisers on the planet. These things are built to destroy any other cruiser that they might encounter. I think we have a light cruiser advantage. Okay, they have 3 ships advantage, but I bet you not all of their ships are full. Yeah, no. A lot of their ships are... Oh, Germany. Oh my god, Germany's dead. Most of their light cruisers are diminutive third-class ships. There's... Oh, Germany, say it ain't so. That's not what you want. Germany, no. That's just... Jesus, why would you? That's just bad. That's just bad. And again, they've got more ships, but mine are better. Mine are significantly better. Especially when it comes to armoured cruisers. Oh, that is a lot of them, though. That is a lot of them. That is a lot of them. Oh, and they're all the good ones. Yep, that is a lot of them. That is a... Yep, that is a use these 22 knots we have. Nope, we're out of here. We are out of here. We are gone. We are gone-ski. That's it. Pile on the speed. There we go. Yeah. Like, yeah. 5 on 2. That's not... That's... No. No, 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 no. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That is not... That is not okay. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are absolutely not doing that. That is a really bad idea. I ain't doing it. This is partially the reason why I gave these ships 22 knot speeds. It's so that when this shit happened, I can go, no, I'm not playing that game. That ain't worth it. We're out of here, boys. We're out of here. We are gone ski. Yeah, they can't catch me. Like, they... Yeah, they're going to suffer the same things I am, but because I have a speed advantage, not only can I draw clear before that happens, but... Yeah. They're filtering off on the edge of... And go into cruising speed, and we'll head for... We will make for French Iceland. Yeah. Yeah, that was not worth it at all. That was a really... Well, that's good. We can get modern... Yeah, they will find their... The British will find their courage. Just give them a minute. They'll be here. But look, they were here for the last war, weren't they? You've just got to give them time. Light forces. Yeah, I will add another light cruiser. I'll add one of our modern Pascals. Because that is going to mean that we're probably going to thrash whatever German light force we run into. Please let it be one of their valuable big cruisers. It is. It's one of their only decent light cruisers. There are very few of them. If we can sink it, that really brings things in our favour. Come on. Don't run. I'm going to find you. I'm going to protect you. Nice wallpaper. What are you talking about? Oh, in the background. Yeah. I had that made for me. Nice. What the flip? It was a trap. No, thank you. I don't want what you're selling. They bamboozled me. This is not the time to have engine problems. This is really not the time to have engine problems. This really is not the time. We might be about to lose one of our light cruisers. Oh, please tell me that... Yeah, apparently she thought that her orders were to charge the Belgian coast and die. So, yeah. This game at times. Make for Dunkirk. And we need to hope we don't die. Oh, she's gonna die, bless her. She's fighting 2 armoured cruisers. She's giving a good account of herself, I will say, but... Still not great. The Germans are gonna have 1 victory over me, and me have none over there, which is a bit annoying. But hey... Ah, she's fighting, bless her. She's feisty. She's feisty, that one. Absolute legend. The German armoured cruisers can't kill her. That's hysterical. She didn't die. Ah, there we go. The British finally joined the war. Thank you, Britain. Better late than never. There we go. Yep. Like I say, we're rebuilding our ships one class at a time. The British have joined, which means the Germans are now the ones who are absolutely fucked. And we are no longer blockaded. And I think I figured out what I want Gaul to do. She is a trade protection battleship. The Shiny Horse, yeah. Scharnhorst, yeah. I think I know what Gaul to do. I think I'm going to have her as a trade protection ship. Trade protection battleship. She basically makes sure that we don't get our trade stopped. She's just a losing proposition for any armoured cruiser that wants to fight her. So, okay, they only want to raid coastal shipping. That's definitely a thing they can do. Some of their battleships are coming down to fight some of ours. Well, this will be interesting. And the British have coastal batteries, so it's good. The British have some cruisers out. So do we. But the main strength here is the battleships. Oh! Oh, these have had a refit. Both Glalwar and Liberté have had their refit, so they're actually decent gunnery ships at long range. Oh, hang on. That means that something's been spotted, but where? I need sighting reports, people. I need sighting reports. Increase speed to 14 knots. Gotta get there. Gotta get there and fight. EP is my beloved in AL. Well, that's... Well, I'm sure she is. Aha! At last we have information. 2 battleships. There. Just 2? Hey, we might be able to knock off 2 German battleships. If we play this right. Especially if they think they're just... Okay, it ain't 2 battleships. It's a lot more than 2. But... we definitely have the cruiser advantage here. Oh, it's only... Oh, it's only 3. So it's only 4. I've got a bit of fire control. Now, the British are going to lose a cruiser, which is a bit annoying. It was awfully brave of the Germans to come in this close. She should be okay. Yeah, the Germans are running now that we've shown up with actual capital ships. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't bring actual capital ships. They brought their coast defense ships. Oh, no, Germany. That is seriously bad. Why would you do that? That's so bad. Oh, that That's really not what you should do, Germany. That's really not what you should do. Oh, the poor Brandenburg. That is really not... I mean, I'll take a kill. A kill is a kill, but she shouldn't have been here. She should be on the... She should be scrapped. Like, she shouldn't be here. Oh, you won't get me to rise to those comments. Hosh isn't to everyone's taste. That reminds me to build a Hosh in this campaign. I haven't done that yet. I don't know what that is, but we're shelling it. Don't destroy us. Turn, 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 turn. Dodge and weave, boys. Dodge and weave. Don't keep a steady course. They can't torpedo you if you don't keep a steady course. Well, this coastal raid turned foobar for the Germans pretty quick, didn't it? Oh, it's another Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it is another Brandenburg. No wonder it was so slow and I could catch it so easily. Turn to port. Keep killing it. Oh! Oh, EP the Destroyer. You know, I completely missed that, Timo. I was so busy focusing on the capital ship fight, I completely missed the destroyers that I have. Okay. Oh, yeah, she will be stopped and sinking soon. I mean, to be fair, all I have done is basically, well... All I've done there is basically, is sink one German. I know there was another one. I mean, she could have... Given the amount of damage I inflicted on her, it's possible she rolled over and sank, but I don't know for certain. I know that the other Brandenburg was limping away south, but I've no way of knowing in the darkness if we sank her, if she got away, if she rolled over. I don't know. Either way, that's at least one cripple and one sunk. So... Either way, that's still a win. And this highlights what I mean. Yes, the Germans have more capital ships than me, but I've basically built nothing but first-class battleship. Yep, that's 2 sunks. That's a huge win. Oh, we have long-barreled naval guns. Very nice indeed. So the Veritas are being refitted. The Messenas will get central firing when they are close to being finished. So will Edgarca Winket. Ray Umberto is around doing something. The Germans have no holdings in Southeast Asia, do they? No, they don't. I mean, while the idea of a commerce raiding battleship does sound somewhat hysterical, I mean, 21 knots, she is armored enough to do it. It would be funny. No, we're not going to do that. Right. What's our current research on destroyers? Do we have any better? No, we don't. But, given the advances in engine technology, we can probably build a better destroyer than what we've got. No. No, we cannot. We can build a destroyer that is now 1 ton underweight compared to being 1 ton overweight. Okay, one of our battleships is intercepting something running the blockade. And it's one of our pair of most modern. Which I'm not complaining about, but why are our battleships intercepting something running the blockade? I mean, the bloody thing can just run. And we can't catch it. Okay, it's only 1 knot faster, but still. That's still 1 knot that we're never going to make up. Come here, you coward! Oh, sod it. I'm never going to catch the damn thing. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way we're going to catch it. It's a fast cruiser. There's no way. Still, with the Germans blockaded and the British and the French fighting in France, since presumably the Germans didn't Schlieffen. Or maybe they Schlieffen, that's why the British joined the war, I don't know. Oh, they've authorized a war. You'll give me a war loan to fight the bloody Germans, but you won't give me one to fight the Italians. Typical. Absolutely typical. You know, it's just typical of the French government. Okay, so the Verités are nearly rebuilt. That's good. Once they are, all of... Well, again, 2 by 2. So... Oh. A fleet battle. I really hope the British turn up in strength, because if they don't, I'm not confident fighting the... No. The Germans do still have... the Germans do still have a massive battle force, which, even though my ships are individually superior, I'm not confident taking that fight without significant British support. Oh, Edgar Quinquet's coming out to play. She can probably actually tangle with German battleships and win. Oh, this is going to be a slaughter. This is going to be an absolute slaughter. Edgar Quinquet's going to murder these German cruisers. Ten 7-inch guns on the broadside. That's a nasty salvo for any ship to deal with. I mean, admittedly, she has an opponent in the Wiesbaden, which is the most powerful of the German armoured cruisers, but between Wiesbaden is an equivalent to Duplex. She ain't an equivalent to Edgar Quinquet. You really do not want to close on that ship. Especially not as an armoured cruiser. That way lies death. Like, Edgar Quinquet was built as an armoured cruiser killer. I decided to build that class of ships because I wanted something that could sweep the seas of the old generation of late ironclad armoured cruisers. And that's exactly what I got. And as you can see, she hasn't even got central firing for her guns yet. And she's still an absolutely murderous thing to deal with for these older generations of cruisers. There's nothing they can do. She's an out-of-context problem for them, and they know it. And given that she can do 24 knots, this 20 knot steaming is just, she can keep it up all day. And that's a dead merchant ship. And she did it in a storm as well. Yeah, that is just a bad day to be a... Oh, hello. That's a big ship. Okay, those are ships worth killing. Those are German protected cruisers, and I want them dead. Kill them all. Yeah, that's just death. That's just death staring you in the face. 3 of France's most powerful armoured cruisers, and the most powerful armoured cruiser in the world, bar none, staring you in the face and basically saying, you die now. And there is nothing you can do to prevent it. Dodge and weave, 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 dodge and weave. No, Germany, you cannot have convoys through the blockade. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. The only way you get convoys through the blockade is you surrender! But again, we sank a Dresden. It's a valuable... Come on. Please die. Like, fleet actions are flashy, but rarely do they lead to big successes. Come on. Having cruisers and having decent cruisers generally counts more than having decent battleships. Obviously, you try to always have decent battleships and decent cruisers, but if you can only choose between having okay battleships and having decent cruisers, you have decent cruisers. They see more action. Well, that was a brutal slaughter of the Germans. Oh wow, we found... Yeah, probably quite wise to abandon ship there, to be scuttled. Yeah, probably quite wise to scuttle your ship there, German merchantman. Just putting that out there. Really? We found more? Sure, I mean, I won't say no to extra kills. And they scuttle themselves quite wisely. Victory is ours. To Grimsby! To Grimsby, I can't. Good lord. Well, that was horrific for the German Navy. Yeah, that's the Battle of Jutland. Okay, so we've finished reconstructing our battleships. Edgar Quinquet is down for repairs anyway, so we're going to drag her in and give her better fire control. Absolutely, we will. And then, while we are doing that, we're going to rebuild the Republique class to have Better rangefinders. The Mercenaries will get them in a minute, I'm sure, once they get close to actually commissioning. They'll get the message, do you want to refit? Good, well done. Yep, there we go. I do want to refit them. No, we're going to crush them completely. Oh, they gave up. Not surprising. We will actually seize the German territories in the South Pacific, since those are very useful. Excellent. That went very well indeed. Well, the security arrangement with Great Britain did serve its purpose. And the Germans did just... Yeah, the Germans probably saw what happened to the Italians and decided to quit while the getting was good, I would guess. Not wanting to have their fleet obliterated like we did to the Italians. Well, we still hurt them, though. We hurt them. And let's see. Are there any people who have... Yes, you are a captain. You are incompetent. Bugger off to bloody Switzerland. Like, I'll pay you in schnapps or something. Just fuck off. Rebuild the other republics. Actually, we may as well go in for a mass rebuild if we are doing this. There we go. Yeah, going for a mass rebuild program. And the Mercenaries as well. May as well do it while we're doing it. There we go. And we need to actually think of... Sorry, no, you want the rebuild design as the basis. There we go. We want pre-dreadnought because we have... These are our first big... These are our first modern big guns. There we go. Perfect. We don't need enough belt. Yeah, we can just use that to thicken the belt extended. And there we go. Perfect. That'll be Henri IV. Which is a ludicrously powerful ship, now that I'm looking at it. And probably the last but one generation of pre-dreadnoughts we will actually build. In regards... So, we'll put those in reserve. Same with those, even though they have been refitted. Still old ships. The Admiral Charniers will now go out... I want something to replace the Bruix class, actually. Yeah, can we build some sort of cheap replacement for them? Because I do like this whole idea of having these somewhat older, smaller ships. Yeah, I'm sure we can. No, you're not CL. No. Yeah, build a modern version. It's not... No. There we go. There we go. So those are our new capital ships coming out. Now, the Edgar Quinquets were definitely... thing with them is that they were absolutely a statement. but they were very much a statement of intent because of the period they were built in. Given the updates in armor protection that we now have, I can probably downscale the design a tad. And get kind of a budget version. Basically. Maybe. Actually, yeah, what are the research you've currently done? Okay, turret switch on ship design. Improve ship doesn't give me. Yeah, I mean, how much can I shrink the design? I can shrink it by about 500 tons. It's still expensive as buggery, though. I mean, what if we do drop the ship down to a 6-gun broadside? Drop the belt armor down slightly. Raise the protection just because we're headed towards that era of warfare. And then if we do that, the cost is still insane, though. I'm going to build these ships. I basically need to accept that they're going to be expensive. More expensive than my battleships. I need to accept that. Alternatively, there is always a different option. I can instead build a very large, powerful armored cruiser. There we go. It should have a deck protection, should actually. Yeah, I'm probably going to, if I get rid of the upper belt strake, drop the belt armor down to 6.5 and the turrets to 8. There we go. Yep, the Marseille class. I mean, why can't you accept this as an armored cruiser? Is it because of the armor protection? It's not a battle cruiser. Okay, what if it had single 11-inch guns? Would you be fine with it being a battle cruiser then? Sorry, armored cruiser? No, you wouldn't be. 24 knots. What about that? No, it's not a battle cruiser. It's a large armored cruiser. It's not a battle cruiser. Stop trying to... Okay. Fine, I guess. I guess I'm iterating on the Edgar quinquets. I guess we're iterating on them. Sure, why not? 3,000. God, they are expensive. I knew battleships are also expensive, but not as expensive as the ships that they are. Okay, we have 12-inch guns. That's good. Oh, that's where we're building these to replace the old. Build 3 of those small cruisers for the cost of one of the... I'll take the prestige ship, but the crew quality will go up. That's fine. There we go. No, don't upset the finance ministry, pretty please. Send a cruiser. We are the French, after all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep those ships going. We're gonna put the Admiral Charniers into mothballs. The duplexes are gonna get their rebuilds with central range finding, which is fine. They're slightly overweight, but that's fine, not a problem. And then we're going to look to our... Oh, so yeah, so Suchet can go. The Algiers can stay. The Forbins can stay. Okay, so the Sifaxes and the Forbins can go into mothballs. The Algiers can go into the reserves. And we need to keep building some of these new George Legears class cruisers. Because cruiser speed is just increasing. So we need to keep building them up. I blame the Italians. They're at fault for everything. There we go. Come on, sciencey types, work hard. No, we are not cutting the naval budget. No, you will release my ship, otherwise I start shelling things. It's always a good idea to get free prestige if you can. And that was a really good way to get free prestige. New destroyers! Bigger ones. Oh, good lord, you do not need that level of torpedoage. Good god, no thank you. Also, decent accommodations, for God's sake. It's a destroyer, not a charnel house. Perfect. That'll do. New destroyers. The charities can do some relief for the poor. I'm trying to build a navy here. Although my naval budget is ahead of the Germans in peacetime, which is good, and it's only $40,000 behind the British. Like, my naval budget is very, very good. Jesus Christ, the Russians have 2 less battleships than the British. That's only because they haven't scrapped anything, though. Good lord. Jesus, and a lot of these ships are small Baltic defense vessels. Yeah. So after the Henri IV, we're going to go to 12-inch guns. Because we can. Again, blame the Italians. Because they still haven't recovered from the last battering we gave them. And their response to having their armoured cruisers killed was to build more shit armoured cruisers. So, Sure, I guess, Italy. You do that. Send a strong force to China to safeguard our interests. We absolutely should. This is a good idea. And more destroyers, please. No, we're not going to lay down Kano just yet. We need to wait for the slips to clear from our... Nope, if you want peace, arm for war, you always spend more on the Navy. Medium wing turrets, that is absolutely fantastic, because what that means is I can go to here and I could say, okie dokie, here's what we're going to do. We're going to clear the turrets away. Do we have... fantastic. There we go. 8-inch guns. Stop it. I'm terrible at this. I'm rubbish. There we go. Again, we need to increase the belt thickness because we're getting into that era. And we'll have an increased thickness for the extended belt. And that will be fine. Oh, we'll have 4-inch guns and 6-inch casemates. It'll cost me an extra 500 tons, but it's worth it. There we go. The large armoured cruiser of the Suffren class. Designed to keep French armoured cruisers being the best in the world. Yes, this is a good idea. Buy the company, build the best rangefinders in the world. Okay, the Italians want to fight. That's fine. We will fight the Italians. We literally can. And again, the Italians have picked the worst time. Once again. Because we once again have just come off of a massive naval recruitment program. So I'm basically saying I wish a motherfucker would. And the Italians have decided they're just going to. Which is utterly hysterical. And I'm laughing hysterically. Whoops, I didn't mean to build more Durandals. I meant to build more Cutolas, but never mind. It's fine. Of course. I'm not going to need it to the... Oh. They did what? The Germans and the Italians did what? Oh, the Italians and the Americans. That's not the alliance structure I was expecting. Still worrying, though. I could fight either one of them, but I can't fight both. In terms of light cruisers, I can, but not in terms of proper battleships and things like that. Which is annoying, but hey-ho. Sure, I'll absolutely take that. And I will have another light cruiser, please. Now we need to look at the... Okay, the Jules ferries have come into service. as have the Victor Hugos. I will accept the reduction in tensions, which is fine. Okay, those Jules Ferry class have entered service. That's fine. Mercenaries are in service. I'm going to move Umberto to the Caribbean. If any war with the US does start, I want her there. Her high speed, actually, if we are gonna do that, I may as well bring her home through a refit. Can I increase her speed further still? Just about, yeah. Which is funny. That's good. Okay, wait till all of our cruisers have worked up. Very good. Then they all go out to Foreign Station. And the Bruix class go to the Breakers. And then we look at our forces. So the Syphaxes are in mothballs. The Forbins and the Algiers are in reserve. And the Pascals are in the active fleet. Everything else is mostly okay. Oh, you should have gone to the Breakers. Why haven't you? There we go. And then you two should be in mothballs. Like so. Right, okay. So, we're building new capital ships. I'll absolutely let people build things. Well, I need them to. Into the Carno. In regards to the way things are going to go, I need my most powerful ships. Everything that's powerful and modern, I probably need it in the North Atlantic, Northern Europe. Because that is where I'm going to end up fighting the Americans. And if a war comes to that, that's where they need to be. Because that's where we're going to end up having a slap fight with the Americans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick engine refresh of the Admiral Charnay class cruisers. And actually give them the rangefinders that they need to have to fight modern battles. I'm going to say Russia. It is without doubt Italy, I think, we'll be fighting next again. But I don't want to actually... Oh, fuck. Okay. Great Britain and the USA? Oh, no! It's... Oh, it is Germany and Italy. Never mind, I'm completely misreading. Wow. There's something, at least. Well, okay, we need our modern cruisers need to have central range finding. They can't really function without it. There we go. Gotta play it cool. Especially as we advance towards the Dreadnought era. I mean, that we could always pick a fight with the Russians. It wouldn't be the worst idea. Yeah, we need more. We need to actually focus on building modern cruisers. There we go. Well, that changes things. Central firing. That's very, very good. Henri the Fourth is nearly done. And these ships represent an entirely new phase in the construction of battleships. A fairly massive new phase, in fact. So again, rebuild ship, central firing. There we go. Design for a rebuild. Central firing. Perfect. Fantastic. There you go. Jolly good. The Republics. Probably. I can't help but wonder with modern machinery. No, there's no way. Yeah, so the Glauois should be in mothballs. And the Verités should be in the reserve fleet. As should the Republiques, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, the new 21-knot battleships are very much something worth the celebrating. The Edgar King-Ketts can come in to get central firing because they absolutely need it. Oh, that was the Chambers coming back out of rebuild. That's good. And you need to be central firing as well. Basically, all of our modern cruisers need central firing, and it's just getting that fitted. That is so important. And I really need to invest in a blanket cruiser construction program because I need modern cruisers. I also need 10 subs so I can actually think about what submarines are and, most importantly, how to fight against them. And again, we'll have one more of these types of cruisers. Although that'll be the last of them, since I do want to look towards a new design. Basically the same thing again, but just slightly faster. And with better fire control. Sorry, we don't do socialism here in France. It doesn't go well for us every time we do. So they're being built. That's good. The Pascals have been rebuilt. That's good. The Carnots are being built. That's good. And we now actually come up with a semi-dreadnought design instead. Good lord. God, no. No. Jesus Christ, no. Good lord, no. No. Okay, that I can work with. So again, modern French battleships do 21 knots. It's what they do. We'll instead we'll carry... Actually, I will carry 16 of the new 8-inch guns, because that's kind of in vogue for French capital ships of this period. Carry slightly more 4-inch casemates. We will have proper 2-inch deck protection, but we'll lower the belt extender to pay for that. And that gives us the Charles Martel class battleships. Really? Okay, so will you accept that many 7-inch guns? You will. Good. Fantastic. Then that is a... It's almost a pre-dreadnought. It's almost a dreadnought, but it's not quite one. Sure, the Minister of the Navy can have a look. I'm actually... So basically, the knot of speed that we paid for with her rebuild, she then lost because of the It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Yeah, build me another of those Leander-class cruisers because I need them. The Carnots are building. The Charles Martels will go on the slipways when the Carnots are finished. Yeah, there's no way that's going to lead to war with anybody. But it does mean I can get Charles Martel laid down immediately. Okay, the Italians and the Austro-Hungarians gone to war, so that's an excuse to lay down another Charles Martel. Which will bring me up to 300,000 tons of battleships, which will keep me competitive with any other power, because I have less battleships, but all of mine are full first-class capital ships. Whereas it seems that no one else's are, apart from maybe the Brits. I will actually do that, because that is... Okay, never mind. I was going to build the Charles Martels, but I can actually now just flat out build a Dreadnought battleship. So... that's exactly what I'm going to do. What is so different? Oh, that's what's so different. Oh, we should probably work up the designs for one. It's a bit big and fat and slow. It's a bit not... Oh, that could work. It's a fairly slim design. That could work. She is a big ship, but we do have modern armor, so in theory... Okay, 4-inch casemates and no tertiary battery. But if we land all of her torpedo tubes... we don't need an upper belt strike on a ship like this. Probably not. It's worth it to get an actual, dreadnought built and on the slips. No, you are not cutting my budget right on the verge of the dreadnought race. I'm not having it. Yeah, so the Galois can now be scrapped. The Republiques are a bit long in the tooth, but they can... And that's the way it goes, basically. You work through the ships you have. That means the Diderots now go in the reserves as well. Admiral Charmiers can remain in reserve. The Messenas, they got central firing. Don't know if the Henri IV did. They did not. Well, they need it. So we'll throw them in to a refit so they can get it. Riumberto will be moved out to the Caribbean to defend French Caribbean possessions there. I kind of wonder if the design is actually some form of hidden gem. Maybe not. Oh, beautiful. In that case, then, we can... Wow, the Italians actually won a war. We can't have that. Oh, we will have a shooting contest. No, we're going to rework the design. Like, I'm sorry, but she needs to have coal-fired turbines. That is a huge improvement. And it means I can slightly thicken up her belt, and it also makes them much better ships. No, 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 we're not shipping things to the British rebels. But we are going to lay down 2 of France's first dreadnought battleships. Flandre and Gascogne. Yeah, let's actually have a sailing regatta. It's a good idea. Get him acquitted, for God's sake. I do not want a war with Great Britain. Okay, the Carnots have commissioned. That's good. That means we can lay down another Flandre. Yeah, I don't trust the Germans. No, we're not going to ship arms to rebels. It never ends well. And then we'll lay down another Flandre, which means we have 4 dreadnoughts building. In fact, I think, unless I'm looking around, yeah, we have beaten the British to the... Yep, we are going to commission the first dreadnought battleships in the world. France will commission the first dreadnought battleships in the world. And the first French dreadnought with 12-inch guns will be called the Hoche class. Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to calm everything down. I don't want to go to war with the Russians, even though it would be a fairly easy war to win. I don't really want to do that. No, the British can actually... I'll let the British have Morocco, because that then is fairly peaceful. No, I'm going to actually say we need to avoid a war with Germany, because that would drag in the Italians, and I am not ready. Oh, yeah, yeah. If I can get a thing with the US, that would be good, especially with tensions with Britain rising as they are. So I'll lay down 2 Hoche class dreadnoughts, and we'll handle things discreetly and quietly with all of our neighbours, because the alternative is a war we're not ready for. I don't know if we have oil. Do we have oil? We do not. We have Java, but we needed Sumatra. Sumatra has the oil. Okay, we can actually afford another Hoche, so we're going to lay one down. No, we're trying to court the US. Yeah, I'll accept slightly reduced budgets if it will mean that everything will calm the fuck down a tiny bit. Well, yes, I do have 8 dreadnought battleships building at the same time. Why do you ask? No, 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 no. We're not blowing up one of the capital ships of Great Britain at anchor. A, it wouldn't make much odds. No, we're not invading Samoa. That would cause the British to completely go potty. And that is a bad idea. Right, move everything out of the med. Sorry, yeah, move the modern capital assets out of the med. And activate the old battleships in the Mediterranean fleet. Because I am staring down the barrel of a loaded British gun. And having my dreadnoughts is all well and good. If they get here. And they ain't here yet. It's a game of brinksmanship now. I've got to hold off until I get my dreadnoughts. Given that I am building more dreadnoughts than the British are, and I'll have them before the British do. Five-inch guns, I think. We're not quite in the era of, That'll do. Vauban. The Vauban class battle cruisers. And if we can get a 10.5, actually, if we can get 11-inch turret face armor, I'll be very happy indeed. Perfect. The Dunkirks, there we go. It's a game of brinksmanship. Okay, the Charles Martels is commissioned. And now Voltaire is finishing. It is a game of brinksmanship, and it is running very close to the line indeed. Bugger! Okay. If we can hold out for a year, we'll have 4 dreadnought battleships and the British won't have any. Problem is the British, the problem is the US. And again, the British, like the rest of the world, built some diminutives. So this swath of ships here, about 10 ships, are not really worth much. Same with these. We only have 100,000 less free dreadnought tonnage than the British do, and they have a lot more ships. That goes to show you how much more effective our ships are compared to theirs. We're actually fairly close in terms of armoured cruisers, though we have them massively outbuilt in terms of light cruisers. This is not the best situation to be in. However, it's also by no means the worst. Activate them to protect trade in the Med. The old Sifat classes can do trade protection. Oh god, they've run out of speed, all of them. It's fine though. I'm expecting the Med to be a secondary theatre. It shouldn't be too bad. I don't know if any of the British cruisers can actually catch some of my more modern offerings. The most modern ones, the Spartans, can. But none of the rest of them really can. Oh, good lord. Yeah, the British don't really have much in the way of modern ships either. And the armoured cruisers as well. Some modern vessels, like the Cornwalls, are going to be... Like, I'm going to need the Edgar quintets to step up to the plate to deal with the Cornwalls, but everything else should be fine. And we're talking about having 8 dreadnought battleships by... We'll have 4 dreadnought battleships before the first year of the conflicts are done. And as such, I need to avoid fleet actions where I can and rely on my much better qualitatively cruisers. And wear them down that way. I also need to invest in a large program of armed merchant raiders and release them to sea. Armed merchant raiders are the best way to cripple a nation like Britain. Well, submarines also can, but... that's where we're going to leave it. With war with Great Britain. Now, we do have... like I say, these dreadnoughts are the absolute key. As is one other factor. The battle line speed of all of our battleships facing the British, including our new dreadnoughts, apart from one class, which is the slightly older Messenas. In fact, actually, I am gonna move the Messenas into the Med, just because. They can help head up the Mediterranean fleet. And what that'll mean is everything in the Northern Fleet facing the British is a 21 knot capable ship. Which is kind of big, given that all of the British ships will be 18, 17, 16, some of them 19, some of them a few 20, the Triumph class are 20. And they have their dreadnoughts and battle cruisers building, but we don't know what the battle cruisers are going to be like. And again, what we're not going to do is we're not going to commit without intelligence. Unless I have good intel, I ain't committing. Now, the Dunkirks probably won't be ready before this war is decided one way or another. But they can be heavily reworked because let's not forget that we now have 4 centerline turrets as an option, and we can up their speed yet further. to 27 knots. Actually, we'll save that. There we go. But yeah, so we've got to be careful how we go. But in theory, we will win this war the same way we won it against the Italians. The Italians outnumbered us. But again, their strength in numbers betrayed the fact that their fleet was made up of ships that was wholly unsuitable for the war they ended up fighting. And we will exploit the same thing here again. People sad. Yes, indeed. But take care, everyone. And I'll catch you all next time for what promises to be a very, very interesting war. Bye-bye!